show out.
Logan Hoffman of the Hoffman Group is a proud supporter of Buckhorn Athletics. The Hoffman Group is now powered by Stockton Mortgage and is a full-service mortgage lender and servicer. That means you're getting local and reliable service from Logan Hoffman and the Hoffman Group. Tune in every Thursday to the Tom Abraham Show to hear Bucks head football coach Matt Patterson, presented by the Hoffman Group. Score a touchdown with Logan Hoffman and the Hoffman Group, powered by Stockton Mortgage, a proud supporter of Buckhorn Athletics.
WZZN, Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. 97.7 ESPN, The Zone. Welcome to the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by the late Guntersville Ace Hardware. Now, here's Scott Tyson.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware. A lot of games still ongoing throughout the Tennessee Valley. One of them, the biggest rivalry in the city of Huntsville and Grissom. Let's take a live listen in.
You got to think this is going to be
No doubt
an
onside.
onside kick attempt, at least. Either way, Jack Carter back to receive. But they got the hands team up here. So onside kick attempt. And that's going to go out of bounds.
Smart move by Lawson Neighbors.
Yeah,
Let it go out of bounds. So that's going to be first down Huntsville. And it's going to be victory formation here as they're going to just try to down the football and get out of town with a win over their big rival. But what a game.
What a game.
A classic win in this series. I got to give a lot of credit to Grissom and Coach Rich Dutton. He had his guys ready to go. They made 4 big pass plays in this game. And Seth Liebert, the senior, had 4 touchdown passes. But, you know, it was about Will Carter coming off the bench.
Huntsville's going to go on to grab a 30-27 win tonight over Grissom. That one just going final seconds ago there at Milton Frank Stadium. That is how we get you started tonight on the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by Lake Guntersville. And oh, what a night it was. Last week, we had Class 4A Region 7, Class 4A Region 8. They kicked off region play last week because they have 9 teams in their region. So they have to play an extra week of conference games or region games. This week, everybody across the state of Alabama, and including North Alabama, taking on region foes. And let's get you going, Class 7A football.
7A scores.
Just like that, we are in a Grissom and Huntsville. You know that one. We just heard that one from Milton Frank Stadium. 54th all-time meeting between the two. Huntsville had won the last 5 games played on the field. Grissom's last full game came back in 2017. They come up short tonight. Huntsville gets the win 30-27. Florence and Albertville. Albertville entering the night trying to stop their 20-game losing streak. Their last win came during the 2022 season. Chip English, the head coach of the Albertville Aggies, the last time that happened. Coach English now the interim head coach at Hoover. Florence has won their last 3 region openers, make it 4 region openers for the Falcons. They soar tonight at home at Brawley Stadium, 51-0. Bob Jones and James Clemens, the Madison Bowl going on over at Madison City School Stadium. And we are doing our best to keep you up to date on this one. This one is going on and on and on. We are still playing at Madison City School Stadium. And James Clemens right now holding on to the lead. Let's see here if we can get you A score update from James Clemens. Bob Jones leads. My bad. Bob Jones leads 31-27. 5 minutes left to play. That was about 7 minutes ago. So Bob Jones takes a 31-27 lead over James Clemens. They took the lead with 10 minutes and 18 seconds left to go in that ball game. That, my friends, has been a classic rivalry game. We will get you up to date on that one. Thomas Ashworth from AL.com is there tonight on hand. He will help us fill in the gaps and the mysteries with that one. All right, let's continue on. The other game of the night had to have come from the River City, and that would be Austin and Sparkman. Now, this is, you want to talk about numbers? Here's numbers for you. Since moving into Class 7A in 2018, Austin, they have looked tremendous against every team in the region. How about this? They 4-0 against Albertville, 5-1 against Bob Jones, 4-2, 5-1 against Grissom, and 5-1 against Huntsville. Oh, that is great when it comes to taking on the Sparkman Senators since 2018. Austin, they are just 2-4 against the Senators, including 1-4 in their last 5 meetings. This one, they would need extra time tonight in Decatur. Austin, one better than Sparkman, 31-30, your final. We've only just begun. We've got 60 minutes on the clock. I said, put 60 minutes on the clock. We're going to count it down. We've got 4 quarters of the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware. Oh, the friendly folks over there in Guntersville helping out, and how could and how would the top-ranked team in Class 5A, Guntersville, fare tonight? We'll let you know that, score and more coming up.
WZZN, Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. Your home of the Crimson Tide Sports Network.
This is Sports Center.
I'm Kevin Rich, and we go to the fourth quarter in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Moments ago, Braden Narveson, the kicker for the Packers, from 43 yards away with a chance to bring Green Bay to within 2.
Doink, doink.
Yep. Off the upright. No good. Meanwhile, New York Giants fans, what's it like watching Saquon Barkley tonight? You bet it is. Saquon, 3 touchdowns for the Philadelphia Eagles, who go to the fourth quarter, leading the Packers 31-26. Sorry, Giants fans. It's your loss. You did it to yourselves. Saquon, 16 carries, 94 yards, 2 touchdowns on the ground, 2 receptions, 23 yards, including an 18-yard wheel route for a touchdown. Eagles lead it 31-26. There's still a long way to go in this game. Jalen Hurts has been picked off. Jordan Love was picked off in the third quarter. Terrible passes by both when the interceptions happened. Hurts back in the opening quarter, Love here in the third. 31-26, fourth quarter, just underway from Sao Paulo, Brazil. At the U.S. Open, Francis Tiafoe's legs, gonzo. Now down 5-1. Taylor Fritz serving for a spot in the championship on Sunday against Yannick Sinner. He's 2 points away, up 5-1. 30 Love here in the fifth and final set. Baseball tonight, games in progress. Giants show the Padres 3-0 in the fifth at Petco Park in San Diego.
Hey, it's Greeting and Monday. This will be the place to talk football. Incredible weekend in the college games. Incredible first weekend slate in the
97.7 ESPN The Zone. Welcome to the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by the Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware. Now, here's Scott Tyson.
And once again, a big thank you to Woody Anderson Ford and Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware for helping make this show possible. And what a show we have in store for you tonight. Region play getting started all across Alabama and in full earnest. Again, last week, Class 4A had a couple regions get underway because they've got 9 teams in their region. So they've got to play an extra game of region play, not an extra non-region game. But tonight, everybody putting that ball on the tee and letting it fly with region games. All right, before the break, we got you caught up on the 7A scores. Real fast, Grissom of Huntsville winner, 30-27 over Grissom. Florence, 51-0 over Albertville. Austin, 31-30 in overtime over Sparkman. We'll unfold some of those as we go along. We are keeping an eye on Bob Jones and James Clemens, the Madison City rivalry, the Madison Bowl over at Madison City School Stadium. And a little bit ago, Bob Jones took a 31-27 lead. That's the last score we have. That was with 10 minutes left to go in the fourth. I would say it's probably down to about 5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. We will keep you up to date as soon as we know anything more from this ball game. Let's bounce into Class 6A.
Class 6A scores.
A game you just heard on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. Gadsden City making the trek up north, taking on Buckhorn. Tommy Ledbetter Stadium, the place for this one. Gadsden City, oh my goodness. You know what? They opened the season with a hard-fought win over Muscle Shoals. 6th-ranked Muscle Shoals did Gadsden City. They came into tonight ranked number 7 in all of Class 6A. They've been battle-tested early on, and it showed tonight. Gadsden City comes up to Buckhorn, Newmarket. They walk away victorious tonight, 40-7. The Titans just too much in this one. Last night, Southside taking on Lee, and Southside gets the win, 31-7. That one a big game for Southside. If I can pull it up here, I will let you know why that game was big for Southside. Lee trying to find answers early on. No, they'll be able to get it done. But Southside last night, 31-7. Ben Stewart picks up his first region win as head coach of the Southside Panthers. All right, Muscle Shoals at home tonight taking on Columbia. And one of these nights we're going to get to tell you that Columbia gets a win, but they do not. That losing streak now reaches 84 straight ball games. Keep your fingers crossed. One of these nights we're going to get to talk about a Columbia win. Jasper all over Decatur tonight, 55-7. And how about the Athens Golden Eagles and head coach Cody Gross? They open up region play on the road. This is never easy when you're having to travel to take on Coleman. Coleman, a very tough place to play. But Cody Gross and company, the Athens Golden Eagles, they soar tonight on the road. 24-14 does Athens. So congratulations to Cody Gross and company. They are off to a 3-0 start. They now head into their bye week. Does Athens. They will tangle with Jasper coming up on the 20th of September. Remember, Jasper, a 55-7 winner over Decatur tonight. Jasper off to a great start as well. They're off to a 3-0 start, are the Jasper Vikings. All right, let's move into some Class 5A scores.
Class 5A scores.
All right, Scottsboro and Boaz, plenty of points scored in this one, 77 points to be exact. Scottsboro, the Wildcats, they get it done 42-35. Class 5A Region 8 is home to the top-ranked team in Class 5A. The Guntersville Wildcats, they picked up 12 first-place votes this week to remain atop the Class 5A polls, and they do little to change it. They get a win tonight, 52-22. Their head coach kind enough to join us now on the High School Football Scoreboard Show hotline. Lance Reese joining us. Coach, congratulations on the home win this evening.
Thanks. It was good to play at home after going on the road to play two really good 6A teams to start the season. But, great to I think we're at 45-9 at halftime, so great to come out and really establish that lead and then get to play some younger guys in the second half.
Yeah, you mentioned those two games, non-region games, wins against Southside Gaston and a stubborn Fort Payne team to get that win.
We kind of got both of our running backs going. Julian Jordan and E. Nelson really played well. Julian broke some big runs early. Offensive line obviously did a good job, and we got a senior linebacker, Avery Clifton, who does a great job of getting all our calls, getting the people lined up. He played a big game tonight. So, but I credit Brewer. Brewer plays a lot of guys both ways, and, man, they fought for 4 quarters, so they've got something to be proud of as well.
Yeah, Coach, what's been the biggest thing this year so far that you've learned about your team and that you really like?
Yeah, well, first of all, they compete, and we've got a number back, but we lost some really good players last year. But first against Southside, we came out and had a big first half and kind of fell off the second half. Then in Fort Payne, we fell behind at halftime and played a really good second half. So we've really been stressing to try to play 4 quarters of good football. So it was good to come out and get that lead early against Brewer.
Yeah, now next week you look ahead and you got another road trip, this time at Sardis.
Yeah, we've, the way the schedule's set up, it's rough to go on the road 3 out of the first 4, but now that we're in region play, you've got to be ready every week, and Sardis is just right up the road, so it's kind of like a local rivalry type game. But we've got some guys banged up, and I know they do too. But that's high school football when you're playing good competition this time of year. So really important that not only our starters get ready to go, but those young guys, because you never know when they're going to be called on.
All right, the Guntersville Wildcats victorious tonight. Class 5A Region 8 opener, 52-22 over Brewer. Their head coach, Lance Reese, kind enough to spend a minute or two with us. Coach, congratulations on the win, and enjoy this one.
All right, thank you very much.
All right, there you go. Guntersville head coach Lance Reese joining us on the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware, helping you get things done right. All right, let's keep on moving on. Let's check in. How about Whitesburg Christian Academy? Yeah, they were at home tonight, taking on Brindley Mountain. That's Class 3A Region 8. And Whitesburg Christian Academy notches a 48-6 win tonight over Brindley Mountain, and that is big because that is their first win under new head coach Jerry Adcock, who's kind enough also now to join us on the Scoreboard Show hotline. Coach, first of all, congratulations. It's always nice to notch that first region win of the year.
It certainly is. And after losing a heartbreaker 2 weeks ago, it really feels good, and just nice feeling. I hadn't enjoyed this in a year and a half or so it's a good feeling.
Yeah, now the schedule set up, you guys opened up with Cleveland and then had a bye week and then Brindley Mountain. Coach, have you ever had a schedule where you play one game and then you take off a week and then you're back in action?
Never. And it was challenging, but, we just took it for what it was, and it allowed us to get another week, that we needed. It kind of get our guys grooved into some things we're trying to do. So it's very helpful and got us prepared real well for tonight.
Yeah, Coach, who kind of played very well for you tonight?
Well, I'll be honest with you, the offensive line blocked really well. Our quarterback, Caleb Robinson, had a great night throwing the ball. Receivers caught it. And we played exceptionally well on defense tonight. I think they got their first down in the fourth quarter. But our defensive guys, we had a lot of tackles for losses, and we were very aggressive. So I'm really pleased. And we started playing the young kids about middle of the third quarter, and they got in and held their own and scored a touchdown. So I was really it was a great team win for us. Get to see all those young guys get to play that out there practicing like the older guy and executing well. So it was good.
Now, how have you seen this team grow in the short amount of time?
Well, the thing I've noticed with these guys is they have such a desire to do what you want done. And they've got to understand, if you keep doing what we ask you to do, these things are going to fall into place. And, you know, it's one of those trust issues that kids have to have. And you know, I just say it's been a real joy for me to watch the desire and the passion these kids have to play and do it right and enjoy each other. It's been a lot more fun than I would ever imagine.
Jerry Adcock, head coach of Whitesburg Christian Academy Warriors, kind enough to join with us. Now, Coach, next week it's Collinsville on the schedule.
Right. And, you know, I'm learning a lot about these schools I've always read about, but never got to face them. So I watched a lot of film in the summertime and in the last off season on all these guys. So I know we're going to face a very talented team. And I don't know how they ended up with 5 tonight. Y'all may have that score, but
yeah, I do. It's I can tell you 5-1, 42-10.
Well, all that did was make them mad. So we're going to go there. He'll have them ready to go. But
yep.
I know they're talented, and you know, it'll be a big step for us, another region game. And if we're ever going to put ourselves in a situation to make a playoff, we're going to have to beat somebody like that.
All right. Well, Coach, congratulations on the win tonight. Enjoy it, and best of luck next week.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys calling.
That's head coach Jerry Adcock from Whitesburg Christian Academy. All right, we've got an update for you. I know we got to get one to break in, but with 1:17, a few minutes ago, with 1:17 on the clock, James Clemens drives. They score for a touchdown. They find the end zone. Extra point good. James Clemens goes up 34-31 with 1:17 left in the ball game. Oh, we've got a good one at Madison City School Stadium. We'll keep you updated on that one. Let you know as soon as it goes final. Let's get a break in. Our first one. We got 3 more quarters to go of the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware.
Log on today, 977ESPN.com.
Hi, folks. Bobby White back again for Woody Anderson Ford, inviting you to come test drive any one of our over 100 F-150s. From rock-solid, dependable work trucks to our state-of-the-art Platinum Series, we've got an F-150 for you. Test drive one today, and you'll understand why the F-150 is the best-selling truck in America, going on 48 years in a row. Just as successful offenses and defenses are built on teamwork, Woody Anderson Ford is powered by our people. Our sales and service teams are well-trained to save you time and money. And because we want your business again and again, no one will work harder to earn it. Our mobile service teams come to your home or business for oil changes, brake work, tire rotations, and more. And the great thing is you don't pay extra for it. We come to you with mobile service at no extra charge. Proud to be local, family-owned, and at your service for over 62 years. Woody Anderson Ford, Alabama's F-150 Superstore.
Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware is your locally owned and operated hardware store. We're not just about numbers, we're about helping neighbors, because our Ace Hardware store is part of your community. We're committed to being the helpful place by offering our customers personal service, quality products, and a convenient shopping experience. As the helpful hardware folks in your neighborhood, we promise that helping you is the most important thing we have to do today. Stop by and visit Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware today, 1536 Blunt Avenue in Guntersville. Specializing in simple and affordable rentals, McCurry Van and Car Rental can make sure you have just the right vehicle for your next family vacation, weekend getaway, or if you just need transportation while your vehicle is being repaired. McCurry carries Ford Transit vans and Mercedes Sprinter vans, trucks and work vans, and more. And they offer discounted rental rates for long-term rentals. Now with 4 locations: Athens, Muscle Shoals, Coleman, and Huntsville. Log on McCurryRentals.com to make your reservation now. That's McCurryRentals.com.
Hi, this is Wes Neighbors. I'm here with Sam Fleming with Fleming Roofing and Restoration. Sam, tell the folks about Fleming Roofing and Restoration.
Hey, Wes. Our company, Fleming Roofing and Restoration, specializes in commercial and residential roofing and repairs. I'm a 5th-generation Huntsvillian, and our family's been doing construction business in Huntsville area since 1965.
Sam, what kind of roofs does Fleming Roofing and Restoration do?
Our guys are skilled enough. We can come out and address any kind of leaks or issues you might have on your commercial, on your metal roofing, on your shingles. We can do anything, and we can offer you a solution to repair it, or we can replace it.
You guys also do insurance restoration.
Our staff has 10 plus years of experience as insurance adjusters, and we really do know the inside and out of the claims process at Fleming Roofing and Restoration.
Check out Fleming Roofing and Restoration online at FlemingHSV.com, or you can call or text them at 256-651-9440.
Hey, Wes, we show up.
It's time to get ready for game day. That means Alabama football and tailgating. Whether you're tailgating at home or at Bryant-Denny, visit Brooks & Collier for North Alabama's largest selection of premium grills and smokers like Big Green Egg, Blaze, Delta Heat, Memphis, and Traeger. Satisfy any palate with our wall of rubs and seasonings. For all your tailgating needs, visit Brooks & Collier at 813 Meridian Street or at brooksandcollier.com. An Alabama tradition for over 75 years. Roll Tide.
This is Chris Hancock, the head coach of the Madison County Tigers, and you're listening to the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. Now back to the scores.
Indeed. Welcome back to the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware. And let's go into some Class 4A scores. How about 4A Region 7?
Class 4A scores.
All right, it's Brooks over Hatton, 35-16. Deschler blanks Danville, 35-0. Central Florence knocks off Wilson, 56-7. That is a 3-0 start for Central Florence, the first time since 2021. And West Morgan goes on the road tonight, knocks off West Limestone 29-27. West Morgan, of course, checking in at number 5 in the Class 4A polls this week. Their head coach, Drew Phillips, kind enough to join us on the Scoreboard Hotline. Coach, first of all, congratulations. 29-7 victory tonight on the road.
Hey, I appreciate it very much. Very, very proud of our guys.
Well, take us through this one. Anytime you play West Limestone, you got to just buckle it up a little tighter because you know it's going to be a physical contest.
Yeah, for sure. We knew going in that, it'd be a tough game, and Coach Davis always has those guys ready to play. And we faced some adversity early. We went down 7-0, and was able to get a hand on the punt and knock a field goal in, and then come back and score and go into the half at 10-7. So, I thought our guys showed a lot of grit, a lot of toughness, and faced some adversity tonight. And I was very proud of our guys for overcoming that. And I thought the second half we really controlled the line of scrimmage, controlled the game, had some big stops defensively, got a pick down at the goal line and kept them out twice down there. So, just very happy overall to get the win.
Coach, who kind of stood out to you tonight?
I thought our entire defense stood out. Those guys are gritty. They bend, they kind of bend, but no break mentality. And, Coach Stiles and that whole group just does an incredible job of getting them ready. So very proud of all of them guys on defense. Offensively, I thought our O-line did a really good job. Tyson Bartlow managed the game very well. And Makari Johnson, had another big night with 3 touchdowns. Big 7, I think it was a 79, 80-yard touchdown run he had there in the third. So, I thought all those guys stood out. Sean Tapscott punched one in for us. So, very proud of everybody.
Well, it's back-to-back region wins. You open up with a region win last week. You get a region win this week with a 9-team region, Coach. Not a lot of room and not a lot of breaks in that schedule.
Yeah, we knew coming in, the 9-team region percentage to get in goes down. And, at the end of the day, what we tell our guys is just control what we can, and work on us. And that's kind of what we've done. And, if we can just continue to get better and build on the things that we do well and then fix the things that, we may struggle at, I think by the end of this thing, we'll be a really good football team. So, I'm just very proud and pleased with our effort, our attitude, and our energy, and which the guys have practiced with. And, I hope we can continue to do it.
All right, Coach, congratulations on the win. West Morgan victorious tonight. Best of luck next week.
All right. Thank you guys for having us on.
All right, Drew Phillips, West Morgan High School, the Rebels, they are victorious tonight. Class 4A Region 7, 29-7, your final there. Let's do some Class 5A scores.
Class 5A scores.
All right, Class 5A Region 8, Boaz in Scottsboro. Scottsboro 42-35 winner over Boaz. Guntersville gets by Brewer 52-22. Arab over Sardis 42-7. Class 5A Region 7, Russellville over Lawrence County 42-13. Fairview over West Point 48-13. Ardmore drops Priceville 28-6. Mars Hill Bible, they were victorious tonight. They get the win tonight. Does Mars Hill Bible? That is Class 3A Region 7. They get a 45-21 road win over Colbert County. Does Mars Hill Bible? Other scores from that region: Lauderdale County over Elkmont 49-8. Colbert Heights over Clements 14-8 in a low-scoring ball game. But Mars Hill Bible head coach Daryl Higgins kind enough to join us now on the Scoreboard hotline. Coach, congratulations, a road win, 45-21 tonight.
Oh, yeah, it was a big-time win. Go to such a place as Colbert County and come out with a big win. Great night.
Well, take us through this one. Let us unfold this game for us a little bit.
Well, the first half was just a methodical. Both teams just kind of not really playing inspired ball. That they were really. They kind of kept the ball. We drove 2 times. I think had 2 scores, and they scored one right before the half, made it 14-7. But the second half, we came out really inspired and played some great football.
Coach, who stood out to you tonight? Who kind of caught your eye a little bit?
Well, Samuel Sweeney is our nose tackle, and I think he came out with so much energy in the second half. It just led the whole defense. William Embry, Cam Isbell, there's a lot of guys. Wynn Crook, a young guy named Truett Thornton came in and made some big plays for us. Scooped up a fumble and took it in. The defense actually scored 2 touchdowns in the third quarter themselves.
All right. Well, it's been a heck of a start for you guys as well. I mean, get some big road wins. You got some big wins earlier in the year. You got a road win at Madison Academy. You back that up with a win against Russellville, and then now at Colbert County. So 2 of your 3 games this year, and 2 of your 3 wins have come on the road.
Well, we've got up to a good start, but we just got to continue keeping our foot down. We didn't come out ready to play tonight. Very disappointing first half, but hopefully we can learn some lessons.
All right, Coach, congratulations on the win, and best of luck next week.
Thank you.
All right, Daryl Higgins, Mars Hill Bible head coach. They are victorious tonight as well. All right, let's go into some Class 4A scores.
Class 4A scores.
All right, let's get you Class 4A Region 8. Westminster Christian Academy on the road tonight at St. John Paul II. Looking to back up last week's performance on the road at Plainview. They get it done tonight, 40-10 over St. John Paul II. Randolph at home tonight, taking on Plainview. And the Raiders, boy, oh boy, do they look good to start the year. 35-14 winners tonight over Plainview. North Jackson on the road tonight, visiting Madison County there in Gurley. North Jackson 7 better. They get the win tonight over the Tigers, 21-14. And Madison Academy, in a game our Huntsville audience heard, they get a win tonight, 55-0 over DAR. Madison Academy stopping that 2-game slide to start the year. Class 4A Region 7, West Morgan, 29-7 winners over West Limestone. Brooks, 35-16 over Hatton. Deschler blanks Danville, 35-0. And again, Central Florence, 56-7 winners over Wilson. 3-0 start for Central Florence. First time that's happened since 2021. Class 4A Region 6, Cherokee County. They get the win tonight. Cherokee County, third-ranked team in Class 4A, 47-6. Class 4A Region 5, Haleyville, a 43-7 winner over Curry. Let's go into Class 3A.
Class 3A scores.
All right, Class 3A Region A. Again, Whitesburg Christian Academy. They are victorious tonight over Brindley Mountain, 48-6, your final there. We continue on. It is Sylvania, 48-6 over Holly Pond. And Geraldine, they are way too much for Asbury tonight. They blank Asbury 64-0. And Fife in Class 3A, the fourth-ranked team in Class 3A. Fife on the road tonight in Collinsville. Fife too much. They get a win, 42-10. Lauderdale County and Elkmont, Class 3A Region 7. This one goes the way of Lauderdale County, 49-8. Mars Hill Bible, 45-21 winners over Colbert County on the road. And Colbert Heights goes on the road. They trailed in this one, come back, they get a win, 14-8 over Clements. All right, we did not get you an update. It went final a little bit ago inside Madison City School Stadium in the Madison Bowl. James Clemens, Bob Jones, 34-31. James Clemens comes out on top in this one. We'll get a call into our good friend Thomas Ashworth here in a little bit and see if he can help us unfold this one, as that one went down to the wire as well. That one, and along with your Austin Sparkman, have to be your games of the night. Austin, a 31-30 overtime win over Sparkman at home tonight. Jeremy Perkins has those Black Bears looking awfully good early, 3-0 to start the year. That double overtime win on the road at Hartselle. Back that up with a River City rivalry win last week against Decatur. And now they get their region opener, a 31-30 overtime win against Sparkman. All right, let's get a break in, shall we? That's 2 quarters down, 2 quarters to go here on the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by the Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware. We've got scores and more. Returning.
Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware is your locally owned and operated hardware store. We're not just about numbers, we're about helping neighbors, because our Ace Hardware store is part of your community. We're committed to being the helpful place by offering our customers personal service, quality products, and a convenient shopping experience. As the helpful hardware folks in your neighborhood, we promise that helping you is the most important thing we have to do today. Stop by and visit Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware today, 1536 Blunt Avenue in Guntersville.
Hi, folks. Bobby White back again for Woody Anderson Ford, inviting you to come test drive any one of our over 100 F-150s. From rock-solid, dependable work trucks to our state-of-the-art Platinum Series, we've got an F-150 for you. Test drive one today, and you'll understand why the F-150 is the best-selling truck in America, going on 48 years in a row. Just as successful offenses and defenses are built on teamwork, Woody Anderson Ford is powered by our people. Our sales and service teams are well-trained to save you time and money. And because we want your business again and again, no one will work harder to earn it. Our mobile service teams come to your home or business for oil changes, brake work, tire rotations, and more. And the great thing is you don't pay extra for it. We come to you with mobile service at no extra charge. Proud to be local, family-owned, and at your service for over 62 years. Woody Anderson Ford, Alabama's F-150 Superstore.
Hey, Huntsville. Looking for action-packed events? The Huntsville Sports Commission is your hub for all things sports. From youth events to national tournaments, we've got events that thrill and inspire. Whether you're an athlete, a fan, or a volunteer, there's something for everyone. Cheer on your favorite teams, witness amazing talent, and be a part of the excitement. Check out our event calendar and get involved at huntsvillesports.com. That's huntsvillesports.com. Be there, Huntsville.
At Mr. Sparky, we're America's on-time electrician. Flickering lights and hot switches can be annoying, but they can also signal a major problem, or worse, an electrical emergency. So play it safe and leave it to the experts at Mr. Sparky. Trust our team of professional, clean, and friendly electricians. We'll get it done right and get it done safely.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Independently owned and operated. Licensed in the respective state or county.
Tired of the same old menu options everywhere you go? Then you need to try Metro Diner in Huntsville and Madison. The award-winning Metro Diner serves up signature dishes like their Charleston shrimp and grits, famous fried chicken and waffles with strawberry butter, and lots more. Their entire menu is available anytime, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And stop by for brunch on Saturday or Sunday and enjoy the lowest price mimosas in town. Airport Road, Huntsville, and Highway 72 in Madison. In diner or at home, make it Metro Diner.
When I chose a garage door company, I did my homework. I needed Precision Overhead Garage Door Service. They have a 5-star Google rating. I checked their reviews and liked what their customers had to say. Precision Overhead Garage Door has lifetime warranty packages. Same-day service if I call before 2 p.m. If they can't make it the same day, my service call fee the next day is waived. They did a 25-point safety inspection on the door and operator. Now that's peace of mind. Residential, commercial, and gate services. Precision Overhead Garage Door Service. Call 256-400-4500.
From the Fox 54 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Emily Owen. Expect mostly cloudy skies, low temperatures falling into the upper 60s. Heading into our Saturday, it looks like we'll start off your morning with partly sunshine, high temperatures in the low 80s, but we could see gusty winds as high as 20 miles per hour. Saturday night will give us a clear sky, low temperatures fall into low 50s. I'm Fox 54 meteorologist Emily Owen on your home for ESPN Radio 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
This is Ronnie Watson, head coach of the Sparkman Senators, and you're listening to the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show on 97.7 ESPN, The Zone. Now back to the scores.
Welcome back to the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware. I want to thank everybody for listening on 97.7 ESPN The Zone in Huntsville, 100.1 FM WLAY Florence, Muscle Shoals, and 105.9 WKLS in Gadsden and Anniston. We have got a ton of scores to run down, but first, one of our games of the night had to have come over in the River City. Austin and Sparkman, 31-30, overtime. We go. Austin prevails, their second overtime game of the year. They had a double overtime win to open the year at Hartselle. Tonight, an overtime win against Sparkman. Their head coach, Jeremy Perkins, kind enough to join us. And, Coach, another one coming down to some extra time.
Yeah, we don't like to make things easy. We blew a 14-point lead in the fourth quarter. Sparkman did a great job making some plays and coming back to tie the game.
And tonight it was an extra point that you guys were able to take care of to help get this win.
Right. Our defense started off overtime. They ended up scoring, but we blocked the extra point, which was huge. We scored on the second play and then kicked the extra point to win.
Well, obviously, you did enough to get the win. Who kind of stood out to you tonight to help carry that victory?
Hayden Wynn, the kicker, had a great night, kicking and punting. He had I don't know how long the field goal was right before halftime to make it a 10-7 lead going into the break, and he was perfect on extra points and did a good job punting the football as well. And his kickoffs, he kicked several touchbacks. He really stood out tonight. Offensively, Gavin Fuquay had a good night. J.L. Davis and Jackson Potter continued to be good. Defensively, we had guys all over the place. Our defense is not real big, but they're fast, they're hungry, and they're physical.
Well, the important thing is, Coach, doesn't matter how you get it done, you got it done. And this was the region opener against a Sparkman team that, for some reason, just gives you guys fits every year.
Well, they're a well-coached team, and they're very athletic. They've got some really, really good players. They do a great job. They defend well defensively. Their defense coordinator does a great job. They're tough to move the ball and score on, and they've got weapons offensively. So, it's always a challenge. We always play close, tight games. This one we prevailed. Last year they did.
All right, Coach. Yeah, well, that's the good. Best thing is now you get that region win, and now you get to move on. Was it weird trying to come off a bye week?
Well, we weren't on a bye week.
Oh,
We had 2 rivalry
yeah,
games
I
in a
know.
row.
I was just out there earlier in the week. I was like, why am I even thinking that one? But anyway.
No bye week. No rest for the weary right now. We've had 2 rivalry games, a double overtime, now first region game and overtime win. There's no rest. So, and then we'll travel to Florence next week, which will be a tough matchup as well.
Jeremy Perkins, head coach of the Austin Black Bears, kind enough to join us tonight. Coach, congratulations on the win. And hey, as long as you keep getting the W's, doesn't matter how they come.
Absolutely.
Coach, thank you so much. Jeremy Perkins, kind enough to join us. Yeah, there's a lot of teams took bye weeks this week, last week. Some did, some didn't. Anyway, let's keep rolling on with the scores. Let's start you off at the very top. Let's go 7A.
Class 7A scores.
All right, over at Milton Frank Stadium this evening, Huntsville prevails over Grissom 30-27. It is Florence blanking Albertville 51-0. Madison City School Stadium, an epic rivalry game as well tonight. James Clemens comes from behind. They get a 34-31 win over Bob Jones. Austin, they get that overtime win over Sparkman 31-30. Let's go to Class 6A.
Class 6A scores.
Class 6A Region 8, Gadsden City over Buckhorn 40-7. It was Southside over Lee last night 31-7. Muscle Shoals over Columbia 63-6. Jasper over Decatur 55-7. And Athens over Coleman 24-14. Class 6A Region 6, Oxford and Shades Valley. We're waiting a score on that one, as well as Huffman, Pinson Valley, and Clay Chalkville, Pell City. We'll get you those scores here in just a few minutes. Let's go to Class 5A.
Class 5A scores.
All right, Boaz and Scottsboro. Scottsboro gets it done tonight, 42-35. Guntersville, your top-ranked team in Class 5A. They prevail at home tonight over Brewer, 52-22. It's Douglas and Hayden. This one a non-region game. Douglas victorious, 41-6. And it was Arab over Sardis, 42-7. We'll pick back up the Class 5A scores, but we want to go out to the scoreboard hotline real fast. We mentioned a thriller at Madison City School Stadium. Thomas Ashworth from AL.com, kind enough to join us. Thomas, this one lived up to the billing.
Yeah, no, I mean, James Clemens coach, Chad McGee, was like, the fans got what they came for. Just an absolute thriller. Just couldn't have asked for a better game, honestly.
Yeah, take us through this one, how it kind of unfolded.
I mean, it just kind of seemed like James Clemens' game just kind of from the start. I mean, Bob Jones scored, and then it just kind of James Clemens just kept piling up the points, and then Bob Jones kind of found their rhythm once they were down 27-10. Johnny Jackson found his man 6 yards out to extend their or to trim their deficit, and then after halftime, Johnny Jackson found another man at the end in the end zone for a score, and then they took the lead somehow, 21 straight points to take the lead with like 10 minutes left to play. And it was just a really good clock management game from McGee and his staff. I mean, they were able to just really, really drive it home. They scored with 1:17 left in the game, and it was at that point just kind of, it was just a really, really tough way to, drive down the field. But Bob Jones did, and attempted the field goal, and it was blocked, and that's how the game ended. It was 0-0 after that blocked field goal.
Wow. Wow. So literally came right down to the last second there.
Just absolutely insane. I mean, my only complaint is that I just pulled into my apartment complex. But other than that, I mean, it was a great game all around for sure.
All right, well, we'll let you get filing this one in there. I know you guys will have a lot on AL.com.
Yes, sir. We'll have pretty much every score around the state up here whenever we get to it. But appreciate you having me on and talking about this thriller.
All right, Thomas Ashworth, kind enough to join us for a second there of AL.com. See, the thing is, that game goes a little bit longer. It just puts him a little bit tighter to get his deadline. We don't want him to miss that at all. But again, James Clemens blocks a last-second field goal attempt from Bob Jones that would have tied the ball game, and James Clemens prevails 34-31. All right, let's jump back into your Class 5A scores.
Class 5A scores.
All right, Class 5A Region 7, it was Russellville over Lawrence County, 42-13. Fairview over West Point, 48-13. Ardmore dumps Priceville, 28-6. In Class 5A Region 6, it was Moody blanking Jacksonville, 35-0. Let's go into Class 4A.
Class 4A scores.
All right, Class 4A Region 8, we visit first. Westminster Christian Academy, a 40-10 winner over St. John Paul II. It was Randolph, 35-14 winners over Plainview. North Jackson, a 21-14 winner over Madison County. And Madison Academy blanks DAR tonight, 55-0. Class 4A Region 7. West Morgan, a 29-7 winner over West Limestone. Brooks, a 35-16 winner over Hatton. Deschler, a 35-0 winner over Danville. And Central Florence gets by Wilson 56-7. Central Florence's first 3-0 start since 2021. Class 4A Region 6, Alexandria over White Plains 35-7. Cherokee County over Aniana 47-6. And again, Cherokee County, your third-ranked team in Class 4A. West Morgan, by the way, they came in ranked number 5 in Class 4A. Anniston comes in ranked number 9 in Class 5A. They were at home tonight taking on Asheville, waiting for that final. Hoax Bluff, a 49-24 winner over Etowah. Class 4A Region 5, it was Hamilton over Cordova, 40-13. Haleyville over Curry, 43-7. Good Hope won better than Fultondale, 7-6. In Class, let's go 3A, shall we?
Class 3A scores.
All right, Class 3A Region 8. It was Whitesburg Christian Academy over Brindley Mountain, 48-6. Sylvania over Holly Pond, 48-6. Geraldine blanks Asbury, 64-0. Fife over Collinsville, 42-10. Class 3A Region 7, we visit Rogers blanks Sheffield, 30-0. Lauderdale County over Elkmont, 49-8. It was Mars Hill Bible over Colbert County, 45-21. Colbert Heights, 14. Clements, 8. Class 3A, we're still staying there. In Class 3A, it was, I'm looking for a couple scores here real fast. We will fill you in on the rest of the Class 3A scores here in just a minute. All right, we've got Piedmont, 46-20 winners over Ohatchee. That's Class 3A Region 6. And J.B. Pennington over Glencoe, 35-14. How about some Class 2A scores?
Class 2A scores.
All right, Class 2A scores. Winston County over Tanner, 50-0. University Charter, remember, they made the state playoffs last year. They're a 16-14 winner over Red Bay. And it was Decatur Heritage over Lexington, 42-18. Class 2A Region 7, North Sand Mountain, Sandrock. Sandrock blanks North Sand Mountain, 16-0. Class 2A Region 6, Falkville, 42-0 winners over West End. And Susan Moore over Cold Springs, 34-20. How about Class 1A?
Class 1A scores.
Woodville gets by Eider, 26-0. Spring Garden over Raglan, 47-21. Locust Fork and Appalachian, that's a non-region game. Locust Fork, a 38-28 winner. Class 1A Region 7, Cherokee over Waterloo, 36-14. Hackleburg, they downed Meek, 34-8. All right, we got to get our final timeout in. When we come back, fourth quarter, run down all the scores and hit the home phone lines one more time. It's the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware.
Log on today, 977ESPN.com.
Hi, folks. Bobby White back again for Woody Anderson Ford, inviting you to come test drive any one of our over 100 F-150s. From rock-solid, dependable work trucks to our state-of-the-art Platinum Series, we've got an F-150 for you. Test drive one today, and you'll understand why the F-150 is the best-selling truck in America, going on 48 years in a row. Just as successful offenses and defenses are built on teamwork, Woody Anderson Ford is powered by our people. Our sales and service teams are well-trained to save you time and money. And because we want your business again and again, no one will work harder to earn it. Our mobile service teams come to your home or business for oil changes, brake work, tire rotations, and more. And the great thing is you don't pay extra for it. We come to you with mobile service at no extra charge. Proud to be local, family-owned, and at your service for over 62 years. Woody Anderson Ford, Alabama's F-150 Superstore.
Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware is your locally owned and operated hardware store. We're not just about numbers, we're about helping neighbors, because our Ace Hardware store is part of your community. We're committed to being the helpful place by offering our customers personal service, quality products, and a convenient shopping experience. As the helpful hardware folks in your neighborhood, we promise that helping you is the most important thing we have to do today. Stop by and visit Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware today, 1536 Blunt Avenue in Guntersville.
Hey, Huntsville. Looking for action-packed events? The Huntsville Sports Commission is your hub for all things sports. From youth events to national tournaments, we've got events that thrill and inspire. Whether you're an athlete, a fan, or a volunteer, there's something for everyone. Cheer on your favorite teams, witness amazing talent, and be a part of the excitement. Check out our event calendar and get involved at huntsvillesports.com. That's huntsvillesports.com. Be there, Huntsville.
Are you feeling tired? Are you feeling sluggish? Gentlemen, Game Day Men's Health. Game Day Men's Health is here to help you. Braden is here. Braden, you've got the answers.
Thanks, Scott. Whether it's low T, erectile dysfunction, weight loss, or a number of other things, we have the solution for them.
It's Game Day Men's Health. Give them a call today at
256-850-1570.
You can find them online.
GameDayMen'sHealth.com.
Hey, what man wouldn't like to have tests done in a man cave?
That's right. Come in for your free test and consultation, walk into a world-class staff, a comfortable, relaxed environment, and we got your results in about 20 minutes with appointments less than an hour.
And the big game is always on the TV. It's Game Day Men's Health. Give them a call.
256-850-1570.
You can find him online at GameDayMen'sHealth.com/Huntsville/The Zone.
If you enjoy 97.7 ESPN The Zone for all the best in sports talk, you'll love Talk Radio WZZN on 97.7 HD2. Don't have an HD radio? No worries. Download the app by searching for Talk Radio WZZN on your phone or visit the website at Talk Radio WZZN. Talk Radio WZZN features the best in talk from Fox News Radio during the day, plus Bill O'Reilly and his No Spin News at 6. Your home of the Rocket City Trash Pandas is Talk Radio WZZN.
This is Chad McGee, head coach of the James Clemens Jets, and you're listening to the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. Now back to the scores.
Indeed, Coach McGahee, they are happy tonight. His defense rises up in the closing seconds as they block a Bob Jones game-tying field goal. James Clemens escapes tonight 34-31. Class 7A Region 4 probably had some of the best games of the night. Austin 31-30 overtime winners there. Their second extra game of the year. Remember, they opened the season with a double overtime win over Hartzell on the road. Tonight at home against Sparkman, they block an extra point in OT. The Black Bears get a win 31-30 in overtime. And then over at Milton Frank Stadium, Huntsville and Grissom. This one started off slow, but boy, oh boy, did it deliver in the end. Huntsville victorious 30-7 over Grissom. And Trudy Arman on the call for that one on Talk Radio WZZN, joining us now in studio. And this one started off slow, but once the teams kind of found their footing, it delivered as well.
Yeah, first quarter was a defensive slugfest. It was the nothing, but it was 14-all at half. There were some explosive plays made in the second quarter by both squads. And Lawson Neighbors got the scoring started with a red zone touchdown about 18 yards out. And then But the thing that was amazing and why it was a great game, Grissom answered every time. Grissom made big plays. They made 4 huge pass plays in the game, 3 of them for touchdowns. Their first one was a 56-yarder that tied the game at 7. Then Huntsville answered back, and Lawson Neighbors made a 54-yard catch and run down to the 1. Then got some penalties and some mistakes, backed them up to the 9. But the real story of the night was, Wyatt Smith has started the first 2 games, Scott. He started tonight for Huntsville at QB, threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter. When Will Carter, young sophomore, comes off the bench and just does an amazing job. I mean, he had 3 touchdown passes, and 1 touchdown rushing. That 9-yarder made it 14-7 as he scrambled in. And then Grissom was able to tie it right before the half with another explosive 47-yard pass play. And Huntsville missed a 31-yard field goal at the horn at the end of the half, but it was just a back-and-forth football game. And I got to give a big shout-out to Rich Dutton. That Grissom team has really improved. I mean, they were big along the line of scrimmage. T.J. Cole and Jordy Miles played really well up front. But the real story was Seth Lieber, the senior quarterback. He threw 4 touchdown passes for Grissom. And, Isaiah Spencer was a big part of that. He had two of those explosives. And certainly also – their other wide receiver, Tristan Taylor, played well. He threw a touchdown pass of 56 yards. That one we were talking about was a trick play. Yeah. And then he also caught a touchdown pass late. And then also had another explode. They won at the end of the first half as well. So those guys all played well, but I got to give Huntsville a lot of credit. Every time, Grissom would answer them, they would come back and they kept the lead the entire game. And then the kicking game was really kind of big late because Dylan Duster, who had double digits in tackles, the senior linebacker, blocked an extra point. And then there was a bad snap that led to a safety. And as you see, the final score is 30-27. So those 2 plays and then an onside kick that didn't go Grissom's way were huge parts of Huntsville finding a way to win this. And once again, the first-year punter, Jack Maservi, did a great job pinning Grissom, which caused that bad snap and the safety, and they kept Grissom backed up. Grissom was able to make enough explosive plays to stay in the game, but Huntsville found a way to win it, and got to just give a huge amount of credit to Will Carter coming off the bench. It's tough sometimes when you don't start to come off the bench and make plays, but he certainly did, and Lawson Neighbors had the best game of his career, and then once again, old steady Jackson Spencer did a great job running the football the second half, and Huntsville was able to hold on and find a way to win. And boy, it sets up a huge one next week in 7A Region 4 after that comeback by James Clemens, that back and forth game in the Madison Bowl. That's going to be a battle of unbeatens over on WZZN Talk Radio next week in 7A Region 4, James Clemens and Huntsville High.
And then Huntsville credit their defense early on because those 2 turnovers early on gave Grissom short field positions in the first quarter. And Huntsville's defense rose and didn't allow any points there. Grissom could have drove short field and put up some points early, but Huntsville's defense stops them in that first quarter.
Yeah, they did. And then Huntsville, after those 2 interceptions, Huntsville's defense responded both times, and then Will Carter protected the ball. Now, Huntsville had a couple fumbles on the ground, but they didn't turn the ball over. They found a way to recover them. They didn't have any more turnovers in the game in the first quarter. For the last 3 quarters, they protected the football, which was huge. And then they did force Grissom into a lost fumble, which they turned into a score, and then an interception late in the game where Grissom was still in it. It was a 1-score game, an 8-point game. And Xavion Drake, did a great job picking the ball off. And again, Huntsville got that safety late to extend the lead. And that was huge to be up 30-20. And Grissom decided not to go for 2. A little bit surprised by that. They decided to kick the extra point to make it 30-27 and then an onside kick. And that didn't go Grissom's way. But huge shout out both teams. It was one of the better games in the rivalry. Huntsville's won 16 of the last 18. But that one was a great back-and-forth game. And, boy, Grissom's improved a lot in the last year. But Jimmy Gay, give him a lot of credit, 3-0 as he is turning around this Huntsville program.
Good job. Enjoy the one next week. And
looking forward to it.
Week was good as well. All right. We've got about 2 minutes here. Let's run down all of the scores. Let's start with Class 7A.
Class 7A scores.
All right, Huntsville victorious 30-27. Class 7A Region 4. Florence over Albertville 51-0. James Clemens 34-31 winners over Bob Jones, and Austin overtime winner over Sparkman 31-30. Class 6A.
Class 6A scores.
All right, Buckhorn falls to Gadsden City tonight at home 40-7. Southside over Lee 31-7. Muscle Shoals over Columbia 63-6. And Jasper over Decatur 55-7. Athens on the road tonight. They're victorious over Coleman 24-14. Class 5A Region 8.
Class 5A scores.
It's Scottsboro over Boaz 42-35. Guntersville over Brewer 52-22. Douglas in a non-region game. They're victorious over Hayden 41-6. And it's ARAP picking up a region win over Sardis 42-7. Class 5A Region 7, Russellville on the road tonight. They get a win over Lawrence County 42-13. Fairview over West Point 48-13. And it's Ardmore over Priceville 28-6. Class 5A Region 6, it was Moody blanking Jacksonville 35-0. We continue on. Let's go Class 4A.
Class 4A scores.
Class 4A Region 8, Westminster Christian Academy, a 40-10 winner over St. John Paul II. Randolph, a 35-14 winner over Plainview. North Jackson over Madison County, 21-14. Madison Academy over DAR, 55-0. Class 4A Region 7, West Morgan over West Limestone, 29-7. Brooks over Hatton, 35-16. Deschler shuts out Danville, 35-0. And Central Florence over Wilson, 56-7. Class 4A Region 6, Alexandria going to get by White Plains 35-7. Cherokee County over Aniana 47-6. Hoax Bluff over Etowah 49-24. And Anniston over Asheville 62-8. Class 4A Region 5, it's Hamilton over Cordova 40-13. Haleyville over Curry 43-7. Good Hope ekes by Fultondale 7-6. Class 3A scores.
Class 3A scores.
All right. Whitesburg Christian Academy victorious over Brindley Mountain 48-6. Sylvania tops Holly Pond 48-6. Geraldine way too much for Asbury tonight 64-0. And Fife, your fourth-ranked team in Class 3A. They're victorious over Collinsville 42-10. Class 3A Region 7. Rogers blank Sheffield 30-0. Lauderdale County gonna blank Elkmont 49-8, or not blank them. They can win 49-8 over Elkmont. Marsville Bible victorious over Culver County 45-21 in Class 3A. Marsville Bible, your second-ranked team in Class 3A. And it's Colbert Heights over Clements 14-8. That is going to do it for our third edition of the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware. We'll be back at it next week as we got several teams in region play. We've got a few teams stepping out of region play next week. We got a smorgasbord of games. We'll be back at it after the conclusion of next week's Buckhorn game. It's the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware. Stay safe, everyone.
WCZN.